I'm here with a RevTouch board. It's a really great interactive board, and it comes with some pretty special software. I'm going to give you an overview right now of one of those pieces called Note 3. And we'll start by opening it up. There's a desktop shortcut here. And you'll notice when it opens up, it's by default green. And that's not the best color for colorblind people. So we're going to change it, and there are two ways. One changes the default. Right now it's default green. And one you can change on the fly. So we'll first of all change the default. And to do that, I'm going to the hamburger menu here, the three little lines, and choosing settings. And down at the bottom, you'll see default background color. We'll change that to any of these, or you can use the picker to pick a color that you really like. And we'll choose off-white for this purpose, and then the check mark. Now you won't see it change until you close the program down and open it again. So we'll now look at another way of changing the background. And that's with the tools here, the wrench and the hammer. All kinds of cool things here, like a magnifier, a spotlight, etc. We'll look at those in another video. I want to focus on background, which is under subject. There are different kinds of backgrounds you can explore, or you can actually add your own background here. But we're going to look at solid color, and you can choose any, or again, choose the picker to pick any color that you like along the screen. We'll choose off-white, and it changes immediately. You notice that I clicked outside of that menu to close it down. We're going to explore the other areas here. We looked at the hamburger quickly, but in the hamburger, there are notes. So if you go to Help, within the program is a user manual, and you'll find that very helpful if you like to read. Okay, I'm going to close that down. The next one is a monitor, and what that does is it sends us to our desktop. That's cool because then you can make notes on the whiteboard area, go to your desktop, and access another program. So you do get a menu when you do that, and so you can actually write on the board, erase, or go to some of those tools that we briefly looked at. And to get back to note, you tap the N. So that's the second icon. The third, again, is the tools that we're going to look at in another video. The next one is resources. So if you use something frequently, for instance a map, or you have a picture that you want to refer to again and again, you can add that to your resources. And that'll be in yet another video, or go to your user manual to find out how to do that. The last one we're going to look at is a search. There's a magnifier on a picture at the bottom, and you can search with Google or Bing. We'll stick with Google for now, and I don't have a keyboard here, and I don't want to run over to my computer. When I tap in the search area, it automatically brings up a keyboard. So I can type a word, I'll type dog, and enter. And then we got lots and lots of pictures that we can use. And I'll just make this one larger. You'll have to be cautious about using things that are copyright, but I'm going to drag this onto the screen. So I tap and drag. There we go. And there's our picture. So I can do all kinds of things with it. Every picture can be resized, rotated, and we have a great menu here of things that we can do. So we might want to put that up there and have students write a story about it or describe what they see, etc. Now I'd like to add a page. We finished with this menu at the bottom left. We're going to go to the bottom right, and you'll see a plus sign. So we can add a page. Now it says in the middle we have 2 pages. If we click on that number, we can see the pages and jump around from one to another. We can also throw them away by selecting the page and clicking on the garbage can. And we can navigate this way by using the arrows, or we can click on the page in that menu. So fairly easy. The last thing that we see here is a little caret sign, and it's gray, so you might not even notice it, but what it does is it sends the menus to opposite sides of the board. So it depends what side you stand on. whether you want to access the tools from this side or this side. All right, we're going to now look at the toolbar at the bottom, and I will go to the next, I'll add another page, there we go, and I'm tapping to close that menu, and we're looking at the tools here in the toolbar. The first one is a select tool, so anything that you have on the screen, you can select it, move things around, etc. Next one's a pen. Now, I don't know what color I'm going to get, let's see. And the reason for that is you have to tap things twice, tap to select and tap to open the menu. There's all kinds of cool things here. So we'll look at those in another video, but just so you know, you can change the thickness, you can choose a brush and a color and draw. I'm going to go back to the pen, change the thickness to thin, and close that menu. Next one is an eraser, just like any eraser you have on any program pretty much. The third one, from pen, eraser, and shapes. Tap it again to get our menu. So you can draw shapes pretty quickly. And these are able to be filled. You can change the outline color, etc., with the menus that are available there. Next is called roaming, and some of you will call it panning, but it means that you can move the whole page around, not just the objects themselves, but everything on the page. So we're on roaming. See, I can move it around. Very handy if you're doing a long math problem solution and you need more room. You can just make your work a little bit smaller and move it and keep going. Turn that off. We can change the magnification here and go back to the way it was by clicking here. The next one, I'm going to add a new page for this because I want lots of room, so I'll add a page, and we're on the A, and we're just going to do handwriting. And there's a feather that you can see, old-fashioned handwriting. And wait, and it's going to change it into text automatically. And when I go to the select tool, or the pointer, I can resize that, I can move it around, and access some of the other things in that menu that you'll find out about in other videos that we've made, or in the manual available in the help menu. This is undo, and you can keep undoing as much as you want and then redo. So that's it with our main menus in Note 3, and we're going to go to our desktop now. Do you remember how we did that? We go to the monitor, and we're going to go to Google, and I need a keyboard. I did put one in my taskboard here, and we're going to go to www.revtouch.com. Check and make sure I did it correctly. Here we go. Now there's lots of information up here, but mainly we want to go to support. You can see our other videos here, as well as downloads. And the downloads allow you to download manuals and software. So check it out, and you can put in your name, school, company, etc., in order to have access to that menu of items that you can download. And right down here, if you need help, just click on this and type in your problem, and someone will help you right away. So I hope that was helpful. Look for our other videos under support on RevTouch.com.